3. Good night, sweetheart. Good night, Charlie. Good night, children. Good night, Mummy. Sorry that you're leaving. Good night, No, you're right. Pathetic. Yeah, the half hurts you, but it's not good, is it? It's not good. No. I'm sorry. I do apologise. To myself. Pathetic, you lot. Look at you. Saturday. Saturday. No, we're going to stay up a little late. Yes, we're going to pretend we're grown-ups. Oh, yes, we're going to stay up late. We're going to drink gin. Well, it'll be water with a thing in it. What do you call it? Olive, that's right. You're not, see, none of you. No, look, I've got the dressing gown on. Dogs do what they do. Penny's here, and Georgia. I'll talk to them later. See, they look. Nothing like what you intend to sleep in tonight. They might, yes, they might, but no, I don't think so. I'm disappointed, frankly, Tinies. Don't shout, okay. Right. The idea is, and I take you back about 55 shows. Hello, Alex. I take you back about 55 shows. Right, Williams is here as well. I'm tempted not to do the secret sign tonight. This is me annoyed. Good acting, this is acting. Right. The idea is, I know you're there, Sherry Knight, and I know Max is finally turned. Oh, hang on, now, is Max going to be sleeping in that tonight? Polly and Lily here, hello. And the Williams is this, I think we're doing the Williams. Grace. Oh, hello, Grace. Sorry, Grace, yes. I know, more often. But see, I'm not too sure. No, don't think so. The idea is, and the rules are, it's all about rules, life is. Rules. And how to break them. But that's for another series, okay? I know Polly and Lily here, stop nagging. So, you turn up, teeth, clean. Uncle Cash, you take them out first and put them back in. Right. Very funny though, isn't it? Right. And then you have a wash. Right? That's why you wash. This is why I'm annoyed, Alex. Try and keep up, Alex. Okay? See, now, you see, Uncle Deb's here. Auntie Deb, rather. Auntie Deb's here. I think he might sleep in there. Because when he walks around town, he looks like he's in his pyjamas anyway, doesn't he? Red trousers and all that. But he's supposed to turn up, like teeth, washed. That's how we all wash, isn't it? And that way sometimes if you're in Australia. Right. That's funny. And also, you are preferably on your bed or in your bed. Okay? Alright? And sucking your thumb, touching your cuddly. Ow. Sorry, I was a bit tired, didn't it? That wasn't it? Yes, you did make me laugh. So, and ready for bed. Because the idea of story time, back in the days, before it all broke out, when we were at peace, back in peacetime, shut up, cigars, back in peacetime, the rules were the children needed help calming down, relaxing, and a bit of propaganda, a bit of encouragement to go to sleep. And that was my job. Grandgrad, head of KIP. Hock, H-O-K. Close. Yes, it could have been, but I'm not going to repeat it. No, don't. So the idea is, so I'm a bit disappointed. Not that annoyed, Alex, or Max, whoever said that first. But no, I am. I'll do annoyed. Okay. I'm pretty sure you're not in the nighttime clothes. You see, on Saturday, I'll even allow you to wear your Harry Potter top and have a frozen bottom. You can mix and match if you want. You do this fair, don't you? So you could mix and match. All the stories and themes and franchises don't have to match. So, right, rant over. Okay. No need to fall out about this. We still remain friends. We'll do the secret sign. No, do your own secret sign. That's it. No, they can't see my hand holding yours. Destroy the delusion. I am deluded, aren't I? So anyway, hello Facebook Live. Hello, the other one, and the other platforms. I'll say the other platforms. That makes me sound as if I know, and I'm presenting Click on BBC World. Right, okay, go get the book. Oh yes, tell them. I will. New books. Thanks to Georgia Knight, who I FaceTimed this morning just before 8 o'clock. We had a good FaceTime while she was watching Harry Potter. See, she's committed. Okay, and so and Georgia Knight and Penny sent me brand new David Walliams books. Okay, Penny wants to know how I know everything. Gran does know everything. I've got 2 eyes here, and I've got a spare eye, and I'm not going to tell you where it is. Some of the grown-ups are guessing even as I talk. So, where was I? Oh yes, England. So they sent me their books, and Georgia is a very caring person. Not about me particularly, but she cares about her books. And she sent me all these books over, and Penny has sent me some. But Georgia's like the head librarian. She sent me all the books, and she didn't say, I hope you're okay, I hope you enjoy those, Grandad. She didn't say, I hope you enjoy that. I hope you're keeping safe, Grandad. I hope the car's got some petrol in just in case. She said, I will be able to have the books back, won't I? Yes, you will, Georgia. Okay, so thank you, Georgia, and thank you, Penny, for doing it all. And thank you, Sherry, for the bookmark. Extra bookmark. So well done. Right, I'm just going over here. Okay, so I'm just going to see who's on the others. Okay, we're not zooming. We're not zooming, but we are over. Oh, that's good. We're getting some people coming in there. That's very, very. So we're just waiting. The reason we sometimes do a little bit of this, what some people might call flubber, filling, nattering, it's because we're sometimes waiting for the space station to come overhead. It comes over a different time every night. Okay, sometimes it's over there, sometimes it's over there, and sometimes it's right. Oh look! Oh, I got my fat bit on. This is my fat bit one because I was out running. Because I don't know if you've noticed this. Ask your mummy and daddy, or your grandad, or your grandma, or who adult. Since this has all started, we didn't know what wardrobes we'd got. We just thought we'd been to Idea and bought a wardrobe, put our clothes in. Oh no, they didn't tell us, did they, folks? We've all bought, we didn't know it, shrinking wardrobes. They shrink things. Put something in, a couple of days later, this doesn't fit, this is a bit tight. I said, I must have one of those in this house. A fitted, shrinking wardrobe. It shrunk all my clothes. And it's very difficult to shrink tracksuit bottoms, I have to be honest. So I was a sight to behold in the park today. I run through 2 parks. I have to with this act. I run through 2 parks. I don't know why I run like that. It's a sort of figure of 8 and then a bit, and then I do stop for a shop, and then I come home that way. Okay. I may publish the route one day, but I'm a bit worried about those photographers and those pepperonis. A bit worried about all the pepperonis coming out and all that. They don't have cameras, they just go, as a watermelon. Anyway, so but I did the route today, and took me a bit longer. And I do what's called slow jogging. It's a Japanese thing. The Japanese have invented a thing called slow jogging. They've invented running slower. I wish I'd invented it. So I've got the new book. Oh, Charlie's just said he was looking for the old book. Sorry. Okay, that's all right. Okay. I have to repeat what he says because it just. I'll be back in a second. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is a thing of beauty and a thing to behold. Now, for some of you on some platforms will be able to see what this is straight away. But this, don't lick it. It's George's. Hang on. Get rid of those emojis. Get rid of them. But the trouble is, you just encourage them. If you get rid of them, it's like the pepperonis. Okay? Penny's sucking at thumb already. That's nice. Oh, I've got to say, sometimes, you know, when I do that, it looks like I'm not looking at you, particularly if you're looking in widescreen. It's because I'm looking at different children in different places. So sometimes I'm looking at you in Urmston, sometimes looking at you in London or Washington. Sometimes I'm looking over there in France. Sometimes I'm looking over there in Croydon. So if I look down there, that's Sydney. I don't know what he's doing down there. I dread it. Thank you, Alex, for sending the alphabet and all the other buttons that you pressed on Mummy's phone. She will be pleased. Just as well they're not charging by the letter. So what we've got here is another David Wellens, because he doesn't be popular with you all. We didn't take a vote on it. I just got a feel for it. Okay, and this is The World's Worst Teachers. You have been warned. Now, this does not include one of my favourite teachers at the moment at Urmston Primary, Mr. Keane, who lives up to his name. And am I giving something away here by saying he goes out as Captain America? Do you think some people actually thought that as Captain America running around Greater Manchester today? We won't disillusion them. Mr. Keane knows Captain America and he does a very good job. Okay, and Alex says we're in Frome. I said, I don't think I've been to Frome, and I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. But if you're me, that's how you pronounce it. So anyway, so we've got the story. We're ready to go. It's Saturday night. Nobody's bothered to put on pajamas or anything like that. I hope you put on something, though, Deb. Please. Or whatever it is, it needs ironing. Okay? Oh, you lot, Shemir. You give me something to aim for every day. Something to aim for. Like a coconut shy. Something to aim for. Right. Thanks to all my grown-ups who I know watch this. My grown-up magician friends as well. Who are getting new acts, I hear. Writing down some of the lines. There's a couple up there. Look, you can write those down if you like. Right. So everybody happy? I don't care. I'm starting the story anyway. So this one, as we take out Penny's bookmark. Okay, that's a very nice bookmark. Now when you bring up like that, it means the story is coming to an end, just so that you can, have a last suck on the thumb or pull the duvet up a little more. All right. Oh, sorry if you're looking through the sheets. So we're standing there. Right. Now, before you go any further, I'm just going to give you the title of this first story. It's from David Wellens, The World's Worst Teachers. I'm just, okay, you can feel a warning coming on, can't you? I'm going to give you the title, then I'm going to pause while you all have a schoolboy and schoolgirl laugh. All right? Okay, I'm going to do that. This is my prediction. I will read out the title, then you'll all go, he said, and Mummy and Daddy will look at each other. Where's this going? We're going to watch something else. We're going to watch The Bridge at Remagen. Oh, the man who wasn't there. Right, so tonight's story, wait for it, is entitled Miss Pent's Balls. Okay, we all over it? Everybody over it? Good. Settle down at the back. Not funny, is it, Penny? No. Right, Mr. Pent's Balls. Oh, this is good. I like the beginning of this already. Right. Once upon a times table, there was a maths teacher named Mr. Pent. He certainly looked like a textbook maths teacher with his wire-rimmed glasses, brown suit and comb over. However, Mr. Pent was anything but your average maths teacher. Oh no, he was one of the world's very worst teachers. This was because Mr. Pent's every waking moment was taken up with one dark obsession: balls. He had a deep loathing of balls, but where did this strange fixation with spherical objects, balls, come from? Our story begins when Mr. Pent was still a child. It's easy to forget that teachers were once children, but in most cases they were. Most cases. I love it. Some babies you knew immediately were destined to be teachers because they were born with a teacherly scowl of disapproval on their face. Right, okay, so this is a normal baby, and this is a teacher baby. Right, everybody get that? It's too late. Turn over the page. Right. I might repeat last night's Joe, for those of you who fell asleep, but then again. As soon as he was put in his cot, baby Pent was counting the beads above his head. Soon he was writing complex mathematical equations on the wall with his alphabetic spaghetti. It was when, as a toddler, he began giving his parents algebra homework that they knew for sure their little boy was destined to be a maths teacher. One day, when Master Pent was just 10 years old, at the bottom it says that's 2 times 5, 7 divided by 3, 20 minus 10, 50 divided by 5. He suffered a terrible accident. The boy was struck on the head by a ball. Not just any ball, a demolition ball. As balls go, this was to be one of the biggest and heaviest there is. After all, it's made of steel and swung from a crane to destroy buildings. Bish bash bosh. Being a child whose fate it was to become a maths teacher, it will not surprise you to learn that Master Pent had no time for toys or games or anything like that might be considered fun. No, this mathematical-loving child filled his days with times tables, prime numbers, fractions, quadratic equations, trigonometry, and for most of us normal folk, the absolutely dreadful long division. One rainy afternoon, Master Pent was on his way home from his school maths club. Maths club was the world's most boring after-school club. Master Pent was, in fact, the only member. Other strong contenders for the world's most boring after-school clubs are Punctuation Club, Standing in a Puddle Society, Basket Weaving for Beginners, Train Spotters Anonymous, and the Sitting in the Dark Society. Also Staring at a Blank Wall Club, and the Traffic Cone Appreciation Society, and Latin. In Maths Club, Master Pent had just been learning all about pi, also known as pi, or 3.14, and a bit more. Pi is even more boring than it sounds, and it sounds very boring. It's a mathematical constant, the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. Oh, there's a footnote here. I've just looked down at the foot, and on it is written, I confess that all my time maths, daydreaming about cake. Me too. Who likes cake? Might explain the shrinking wardrobe. When Master Pent spotted a huge steel ball, he was eager to put to the test the whole circumference diameter nonsense. As he fumbled in his pencil case for his ruler, he failed to see that this huge steel ball was, in fact, swinging straight towards him at speed. Whoosh. It was meant to destroy an old block of flats that was standing right behind him. Instead, it struck the boy on the head. Hard. Really hard. Clonk. Master Pent was knocked out cold. This was just as well, because the ball batted him into the air. Whiz! Doof! He flew, interestingly enough, exactly 3.14 pi miles before smashing through the roof of a shed in a back garden. Ker-runch. I do all my own sound effects. Master Pent didn't wake up until a whole week later. He discovered he was in hospital with an incredibly sore, bandaged head. Ouch! He yelled. My head hurts. The boy had to keep the bandage on for 6 whole months and looked as if he were wearing a nappy on his head. Ha ha, nappy boy, laughed the other kids. Harumph, he harumphed. Ever since the fateful day of his accident, Pent detested balls of any kind. The sight of anything round was enough to bring back terrible memories of that great big steel ball, clong. So when he grew up and became a maths teacher, Mr. Pent was very dismayed to find that in St. Orb, Orb's a ball. I'm just explaining it to the grown-ups. Ask your kids. Where he taught, there were balls, balls, and more balls, each one reminding him of the worst day of his life. There were balls here, balls there, balls everywhere. Did you like that? In the playground, footballs, tennis balls, even ping pong balls would bounce at him from every angle, boing, boing, boing. On spotting one, his eyes would all but pop out of their sockets. His face would go a shade of purple. His glass would steam up with his comb over, which would stick up an end. Balls! Mr. Penn would shout as he foamed at the mouth. The teacher's hatred was so great that he stuck warning signs up all over St. Orb's, on every wall, door and window. He even stuck one on the dinner lady's bottom. There you go, it says no balls permitted. That's at the bottom. Sorry, miss. Okay. No balls allowed in the playground. No balls whatsoever within a 100-mile radius of this school. This last rule was hard to enforce, even if being a maths teacher, he knew exactly what that 100-mile radius covered on a map, using his compass and ruler, of course, like you all do. Mr. Pence would confiscate all balls on the spot. Then he would lock them up in his special ball cupboard at the end of the long corridor next to his classroom. And the sign read, "Ball cupboard, beware, contains balls." And that's where we'll leave it now, with that backward ball cupboard sign. Good story, isn't it? And the funny thing is, apart from the story itself, thanks to Mr. Williams' wonderful writing, the funny thing is, lots of your grown-ups were laughing in all the wrong places, weren't they? In fact, some of you were laughing in the wrong places, weren't you? Yes, you know who you are. Pretty sure who it was. You want to have a look? Oh, yes. Pretty sure. Don't be a telltale. Joke. Repeat last night. Why am I talking with you? Because you're not very good at this, are you? No, I'm not. Georgia understands. Well, Georgia is so ahead. I remember I used to say, thank you, Polly and Lily. I remember I used to do jokes when Georgia was growing up. Well, she still is, but she's very big and tall. Because, you know, I always thought Georgia had feet instead of a head. Because for most of her life, she was only ever upside down. When she still is. If ever Georgia was in an identity parade, she was in an identity parade, the witness would have to say, "Could they all stand on their heads, please?" It is true, isn't it? Georgia spends all her life. If she's not upside down, just one leg is, she can do that. She's very clever. That's it, right. So we're going to repeat. I'm just going to go over here to the filling cabinet. Right, where is it? Oh, here it is. Right, so, yes, I'm going to repeat. Like he just said, repeat last night. I'm back in sync now. Right, okay. So last night's joke was, what do you get when you cross a magician with a dog? The answer was an abracalabrador. Okay, abracadabra, Labrador, put them together. It's a portmanteau kind of word. Ask your kids. All right, but it's nice joke. Yes. No, we're not running. We can run as long as we like. We run to 2025 by the feel of it. Okay. If you're a brand new viewer, hello and welcome to Storytime with Grandgrad. What? How many? What? We're trending on your face. Easy 7 views, easily. We're select. Yeah. Right, here we go. Tonight's joke, to be told whenever you like. Okay. Oh, and if George is listening, I know George is listening. See the book. All the jokes have been kept in here. So then when you can have it at the end, whenever this ends, you can have it, and you can transcribe them into your own joke book. Okay. Why was the chicken watching TV? I don't know. Why was the chicken watching TV? Was looking for head. Can't read my own writing. Silly me. Looking for entertainment. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Why was the chicken watching TV? She was looking for entertainment. It's a joke. I did sound like Ken Dodd there. Oh, Doddy. Did he? No, he didn't. Okay, standing by. Yay from Georgia. Georgia liked that one. Well done, Julie. All right. So why was the chicken watching TV looking for entertainment? In unison. Right. Let's put it all down. Nearly ready to go. Let me just have a little sip of my Adam's ale. Ask you folks. Alex got it. Sure he has. I'm sure he passed it on to someone. All right. Talking of which, oh, very slinky link that. Thank you, darlings. Can we just clear the screen of all these? That's it. For those of you watching on my face, you don't know, but we've got lots of emojis on Facebook Live. Facebook Live is my preferred platform, but there are other platforms. Yes, we are going to do Smiling is Infectious, and if Penny can take her thumb out of her mouth just for a second, she'll do it along with us. In fact, I tell you what I would like, those of you who know this off by heart, and I'll do it reasonably fast tonight, I want you at the top of your voices to do it, so that when people come down and come in, what's going on in here? Why are you enjoying yourselves? Matters are serious at the moment. Come on, I'm going to watch the Winston Churchill film tonight. All right, it's that man again. Right, here we go. Oh, Alex is ready. Alex is one line ahead of us. He's out of sync. Yes, he is. All right, then. Everybody ready? Penny's already, George is typing up. We're all going. Here we go. All together, very loud. All right, very loud. This is for all your mummies and daddies and granddads and granddads and people you haven't seen for a while and all your grown-ups. All right, okay, here we go. Smiling is Infectious by Spike Milligan. All right, stand by. Here we go. Smiling is infectious. You catch it like the flu. When someone smiled at me today, I started smiling too. I passed around a corner and someone saw my grin. When he smiled, I realized I passed it on to him. I thought about, wait, come back. I thought about that smile. Then I realized its worth, altogether or not at all. A single smile, just like mine, can travel around the earth. So if you feel a smile begin, let's start an epidemic quick. Right, and get, or move back, the world, get ready, infected with a smile. Smile, smile, smile. Smile, you little tinies. Go on, have a good smile. Fantastic. Hey, you are the future. You are great. You're wonderful. You're wonderful. You're wonderful. You're wonderful. Send all the emojis. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye, YouTube. Bye-bye, Instagram. Bye, if you're on Instagram. I have no idea. Oh, we're on the other one. Twitter. Bye-bye, Twits. Bye-bye, Twits. That's it. Bye-bye, all the emojis. Okay, that's too many emojis. All right, okay. Deb, thank you, Auntie Deb and Uncle Kaz, and thank you, Jade, and thank you, Sherry, and thank you next door, and thank you the people that said, and keep that. You're supposed to be 2 gas meters away from me. Bye bye, everybody. I'm just going to let me close down this one first because they take a lot longer to close down.